secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from defenders to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, alright? Today we have Season 5 new lockdown meta build. Now before we get into the video though, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Liking up the video will push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribing will put you a noti game for my daily double uploads. But now let's hop straight into this video, okay? So again, when I say new meta, basically what I'm saying is that this is a version of a lockdown build that you should consider, okay? So consider looking at a lockdown build like this. Small forward, right-handed, or left-handed. I like going left-handed because I'm left-handed IRL. You do want to go up to 6'8". You don't want to go 6'9" because it takes away your gold defensive badges. So you want to go 6'8". You do want to go ahead and get your weight to 194 pounds. Very important here to go 194 because it's going to be right there where it'll allow you to get your perimeter defense and still where it needs to be. You definitely want to max out your wingspan. As a defensive player, you want to have as long as a wingspan as possible, okay? Now, the way that we make this lockdown build is that we're not sitting here trying to make a lockdown build that's just one-minded. I mean, basically the only thing it does pay defense. We want the versatility of a lockdown build. A lot of people have 6'9" builds and they have versatility. So if you want to be a lockdown, I think that should be the same thing. So you do want to get your driving layup to an 80. Driving layup at an 80 will allow you to get the Zach LaVine layup package. It's the best layup package in the game thus far, so that's why we're still rocking with that one. Then your driving dunk to just an 80. You're a lockdown. You're not meant to be trying to get all fancy contact dunks and stuff. You could if you wanted to, but to me, getting quick drops is going to be the most important thing. So go ahead and getting quick drops is going to be all you need, okay? Now, when it comes to your shooting, you do want to go ahead and get your mid-range to a 70 and then get your 3-ball to an 83. Right? By going 83, what you're going to see is it gives you your silver agent threes, okay? And that's basically it, right? Going 84 doesn't change nothing. Dropping down to 82 does. But the big thing here is that you want to be able to at least, hey, why not go 83, get your agent threes? But also the most important stuff for a lockdown that's going to be sitting corner most of the time is going to be catch and shoot, your claymore, and then of course your green machine. All that's going to be on gold, and then you could top it off with corner specialist. Even though it's not as strong as it has been in previous 2Ks, it's still a good badge to utilize if you have extra badge points, okay? And of course for my rec and pro-am players, just go ahead and get your free throw on 70 and that'll be good enough. So all you having is 17 shooting badges. But this is where things gets interesting. You go ahead and get your ball handle to 87, your speed with ball to 75 to get the Michael Jordan dribble style, and then go ahead and go 76 on your pass accuracy. Going 76 on your pass accuracy will give you break starter on gold, so that's pretty important, especially just being a lockdown and passing the ball down to in transition. That's a good thing to have. But having the 87 ball handle like your 6'9s to be able to get quick first step on gold, clamp breaker on gold, handles for days, and unpluckable on silver and gold respectfully, makes this build versatility, takes it to another level, right? So now you'll be a good secondary ball handler. You know, even though you're spotting up at the elbow in the corner, you can get the ball, you can go ahead and take it to the basket, you can dribble a little bit. You're just not locked in as just a defensive specialist. You can score, right? You have the ability to score. Defensively, obviously, we're gonna go crazy with it. 75 on interior defense. We're going to go 92 on the perimeter, and that's going to give you challenger and clamps on gold, of course, and you will get minutes on Hall of Fame, all right? Then we get our steal to a 95. Even though you go 96 here, drop it down to 95 because 95 will give you your glove on gold, so we want that. Then we're going to go ahead and go 93. 93 will give you your anchor on gold. We know how important anchor is. There was a buff to interior defense. They did nerf it down a little bit, but there's still a lot of value in a gold anchor badge. So I always recommend lockdowns to at least have gold anchor. It just works. Until there's any other change, you always want to try to strive for that. Then offensive defensive rebound, just get it right there on 70 so you can be able to get the rebound chaser on bronze. But there's nothing worse than being in lockdown. You can't get rebounds. You're going to be all over the place, especially in this day and age with a lot of rim running where guards just love going to the basket trying to dunk. So the opportunities for rebounding is going to happen a lot, and you just want to make sure you're in position to be able to get that. Then we're going to go 80 on our speed. Again, speed is not huge. 80 on the acceleration. Acceleration is important when it comes to dribbling. So again, we just want to get it right there at average. But you don't need a crazy high speed, right? Speed is broken. But your perimeter defense is associated with your lateral quickness. That's where the 92 is. So basically you have 92 lateral quickness, and that's the value in that, okay? Now, one big change I have been doing is going more strength on my lockdowns. So by going 70 strength, it allows me to be more bumpy, especially where these small 6'1 guards and these taller 6'9 builds, they completely negate strength. By you having that strength, there is value in that, right? You are a lot more bumpier. It's harder to get by, even though people have clamp breakers on gold. By you having gold clamps yourself and that 70 strength, it's going to be a lot bumpier. Trust me. Go 70 on your vert. Obviously, you don't need to go 75 because you don't have pro contact dunks. So just going 70 on your vert is a perfect medium, and then 90 on your stamina. So what you're looking at is 12, 17, 19, and 26. It's a lot different than my original lockdown build that I have. And if I was to start all over, I would definitely have something similar to this, right? The ability to dribble, because right now my lockdown can't dribble. I have tons of defensive badges, but I can't dribble. I just kind of sit in the corner. I either shoot. If I don't have anything, I pass it back out. But this right here is really dope because it allows me to have some versatility, okay? Obviously, you got sharp, playmaking, and lock, and you have rim. I went with extreme clamps and perimeter badge drop. Obviously, perimeter badge drop is one of the most OP badges in the game because it does drop your opponent's badge point by 1 level. So if they have gold unpluckable, it's now silver when they're guarding them. And of course, if it's on silver, which a lot of guards have silver, especially the 6'9s and up, then they're going to be locked in on bronze, right? And extreme clamps, of course, is just being bumpy. I probably will flip this around, but I do have accelerators, so I usually get double take a lot, so I don't really care. But yeah, that's what we're working right there. And then here you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is a lot different than mine. Mine was a 2-way shooter. This one here is actually a 3-and-D wing. So again, I don't think you see a lot of 3-and-D wings on the court, but at the same time, this is a really, really good one. The reason why it's 3-and-D wing is because they actually can dribble, right? So this build is versatile. All right, so what we're gonna do now real quick is we'll test this build out real quick. We'll get to 99, and of course, we'll then get you out of here. So let's go ahead and max this out here, boom. All right, all we wanna go here is Fearless Finisher. It would be nice to get Limitless, but that's if you wanna add your badge points here. You have to add 4 badges here to get your Limitless takeoff. So you could do that also, and it really just depends on how often how seriously you take finishing. I mean, as a lockdown, do I really care about that? Not really, but if you do, then definitely that's something you want to look into. At 6'8", you want to get your Giant Slayer, because definitely if you're a rec player, and a rec or pro-am player, and then I get the Acrobat, like basically stuff that just requires getting layups and stuff like that. And then I probably here would just go post-spin technician. Other thing you could do is go Area Wizard for backdoors. Again, that's something to take in consideration also. A lot of people are going to say, why in the world would you use Giant Slayer in your 6'8"? Well, if you run into rec and pro-am, you're going to be playing against builds that are 7 feet and taller. So obviously Giant Slayer is going to activate, and it's going to be very important. If you're a park player and you don't really have that type of issues, then obviously go ahead right here and get Area Wizard for lobs. But and then maybe, I don't know, get Giant Slayer on bronze. But there's nothing really you can do here. Finishing is not the most glaring thing for us. Here, of course, we want to get Claymore. We want to get Green Machine. That's 5, that's 6, 7, 8. So we need 2 more here, 9, 10. Let's go Amped for that 10. And then, of course, big ones here. We're going to core, catch, and shoot. And then we're going to go ahead and get blinders. Catch and shoot, blinders, Green Machine, and Claymore. Now, Amped, you can take Amp off and go ahead and get, again, like I said, corner specialist on bronze. It depends how much of a primary ball handler you're going to be. But you can't go wrong with that with either Amped on gold or getting corner specialist on bronze, depending on how you're going to be a spot up. On this side here, this is where I recommend adding a lot of badges if you want to be a really good secondary ball handler, because you're going to need them, right? So you get your quick first step. Obviously, you need to have your bell out. That's 8. So let's go right here for that 2. That's 9, 10. So as you can see, you want a core unpluckable, right? Then you have your handles for days. That's 6. But now you're not able to get Clamp Breaker. You're going to need 4 badges to be able to get Clamp Breaker. But if you're not worried about that, and it's like, hey, I want to just put all my badges on defense, I'm not knocking you on that either. Just go up here and get that break starter on gold and call it a day, baby, right? And don't worry about Clamp Breaker. Just know that, hey, I'm a secondary ball handler anyway. I'm not really stressing and worrying about that. And again, if you're not playing rec or pro-am, then again, I would recommend getting Dimer as high as you can and going here. Do not sleep on Dimer. It's really good. Even though shooting is easy, there's nothing wrong with having additional help for your teammates to be in Dimer, so you can do that. And of course here, the big ones here, for first to do this. That's 5, let's get our 10 here. We want to get clamps, core that. We want to get anchor, that's 7. Then we have our challenger, that's 7. And then as you see right here, we need 3 badges here. But again, like I said, I recommend putting them all, right, and double coring. You understand what I'm saying? So if you was a double core, you'll have still, basically, you'll have 9 badges left. All right, so just imagine challenger, we had double core and we have 9 badges left. And then you added badges here too, and you can get up to 6. Right now you can have 6. I have 6 additional badge points. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 15 extra badge points you have if you double core defense and add 6 badges here. To me, I just think that makes sense. As a lockdown, you want to have as many badges as you can. That will allow you to get pick dodger, of course. That will also allow you to get workhorse. Definitely need to get menace. Obviously, you need menace. That's another one you have to have, right? So utilize the way, again, at each category I told you which way to go with. My humble opinion is go all out with all your badge points, and also double coin here, okay? Let me see. And of course, again, we still don't have interceptor. You need interceptor. That's why you want to have as many badge points as possible. But anyway, there you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is the new meta lockdown build. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this lockdown build. But other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with another banger, man. And you know, when I say back soon with another banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.